Alright, in this video I'm going to show you a quite indispensable package on Linux uh, which is called Sysstat. This video is all about a package called Sysstat which comes bundled with lot of binaries, and all of them are very important. When we I specifically, when I used to sit on a server, which is a headless one, which probably all the headless servers, uh, this is one of the package should be in the server for various reasons. And this package has been around for quite some time, specifically from 1999. So it's long time, right? 24 years almost. So, and this package provide you a lot of binary to get the peak of your system in very intuitive manner. Okay, so without further ado, let me get into my terminal, and I believe I have zoomed it up so people can see. I'm tired of getting comments that people say zooming on because they are seeing it on handheld. Handheld screens are very small. Please, for heaven's sake, start it to seeing it on your laptop or desktop so you'll get a better view. And stop complaining in a comment like that I have to zoom in. I have zoomed as much as I can. I cannot go further. Okay, I have stated it many times before in my other videos too. It seems people are not listening or reading the comments I've posted with my previous videos. Please do. Okay, so this heads up goes out of the way. Let's start. So first thing first, to show you momentarily, let me get into so I'm sitting on Slackware right now. You can get this package from whatever the distribution you are sitting on. It is a very established, well-known package, Sysstat. Okay, so it should be in your main repository of OS you are sitting on. Okay, so let me show you. See, I have installed in my system. You can see this is the package. All you have to do get it from your default repo. Okay, so the first thing first, this is to basically it collects all the data what is happening in your system, and to get these things up on Slackware, there is a script which kicks on while boot. Okay, to basically in every other distribution there is a daemon either in the name of Sysstat or something else, SADC. That is the daemon that has to be run behind the scene to get all the data collected. Okay, so let me show you this is the daemon. These things basically kicked up by the Sysstat, which is started on boot in most of the distribution. Okay, the name is SADC. Okay, it comes along with that package, and it has got various flags. I don't think you can scan through this man page for your benefit. Okay, so and the binary is located in an unusual place. That means you cannot find it through in a normal command. Okay, so because it's not in the path, generally user leaves 64, it is not in the path to have your binary, right? So you need to scan through your system because this is the default location where it parked there. that this daemon has to be started if it is not kicked off by some other process, some other thing. Okay, now um, now once this is started, so there are two script comes along with it. One is called SA1 and one is called SA2. What does SA1 does? It create a binary file. Okay, let me show you where the binary file var log SA is the common location where the SADC put the binary file with the help of SA1 binary. See, I have two. Okay, and one the, let me show you. Don't get confused. Very clear. SADC is a daemon which has to be run behind the scene, which will basically collect the data on your system, okay, in a real-time manner. There are two shell script wrapper which comes along with this. One is called SA1, which will create a binary file on var log SA. Okay, and the name you can say SA and the date, as you can see. Okay, so this is a binary file which you cannot read directly. There is a tool which also comes along in this package, so that can be used to read this file. Now there is another script comes along with it, which is named SA2. What it will do, it will take the output of this SA20, SA2, the name of the file and the date padded with it, and take that and make a SAR file. So SA20 become SA20 SAR. You are not seeing it because you are supposed to set up a cron job to make the SAR file by SA2. Okay, so that has to be kicked on. So once that file is created, you can see the report by running other binaries. So let's go one by one. Okay, first of all, I said two other shell script, right? Man SA1, you are seeing it, right? Man SA1. If I go here, you can see it is clearly written. I'm highlighting it. Collect and store binary data in the system activity daily data file. As you saw, the name of the file where it's stored, var log SA, that is the default location, and the file name would be SA, then the date. As you saw few seconds back, I have two, SA20 and SA21, for 2 different days of file. Okay, this script will kick on and create those files. Okay, now in my system I started it with the -boot flag. In Slackware there is a binary called rc Sysstat which kicked on when Slackware boots, and this SA1 binary is getting started by that particular script with the boot flag. Okay, you can use other flag too, rotate and sleep, and I have stated my fondness when I see the example in the man page. That is the same way to entice people to read the man pages. People should not be clueless once they are in the man page to figuring out a lot of stuff. It should be clear and explicit. At least this man page has got 2 examples. You can see this kind of stuff has to be go in your cron so you do not have to do it by hand. Generally, as I mentioned very beginning of the video, this package targeted for the servers, and we used to have, I don't know nowadays people have it on the server or not. When I used to handle, it is one of the package must be in the server. Okay, so as you can see, the file names are starting like that, and you can customize it, configure it. Okay, okay, so as I said, once this binary file is created under var log sa, you cannot directly read it because it's a binary file. To read the content of whatever the sa1 generated in a binary file, there is another script called sa2, which will convert this binary file, which was created by sa1, in a human readable format, so you can read the stuff out of that collected data in that file. Okay, so man sa2, as you can see, I'm highlighting, create a report from the current standard system activity daily data file. This script will convert a binary file created by the sa1 script to a SAR file. Okay, that means the sa20 file become SAR20. Okay, so now there is a cron job. As you can see, I told you, right, you need to put these two script in your cron job to do their job automatically, instead you being involved to invoke or call this script by hand. Okay, so two binaries, sa1 and sa2. Now let me show you what I have in my cron. Okay, so cron tab -l, as you can see, right bottom two entries. First one, it collects data every 10 minutes in my system where I'm sitting. It could be different to you. If you run it on a busy server, you need to give it a lot of thought, what data and what interval you want to collect it, and it has got absolutely minimal overhead. It is written in C, I mean the entire stuff written in C, whatever is involved. Okay, as I said, SADC is the daemon which has to be run behind the scene. Okay, to constantly collecting the data. And as you can see from the last two entry, that once the sa1 binary the script has created the binary file, sa2 will be converting those in a SAR file so people can read, okay, from it. Okay. Oh, before moving on, let me show, because I'm sitting on Slackware, it could be different to you. So this is the script which kicked on when I boot in Slackware. As you can see, it checks the PID file, and it started the sa1 binary with the boot flag, as I mentioned to you, right? And there is a way you can check the status, start and stopping, normal sysv related script type. Okay, you can reload the configuration too. Okay, so there is file. The location could be different to your OS. So this many stuffs are there. Now if I do this is the config file. Okay, you can customize the way it should produce the output. So you can see there are few options. As you can see, you can keep the history of the binary file generated by the SA1 script. If you're sitting on a server, the number could be different. And this is the compression type. So what kind of when you want to compress your data, and by tool. So as I mentioned, SADC is the daemon which has to be run behind the scene, and it takes different argument if you decided to. Okay, I shown you the man page, or you can check it yourself. There are various different flags. It depends on your requirement. Okay, so I highly recommend to read through the man pages. It's not too long, so and it is easily consumable with the example. You should read through before starting out, because what's the point of getting airy fairy stuff if you don't get it right properly? Okay, so here is the default directory var log sa, and here is the compression mechanism using xz. These are the default stuff. I left it. I recommend you to read through. It should be found in your distribution. You should search out for this particular file and read through it. If you decided to change something, do so. Okay, likewise there are other file also. So Sysstat IOConf, all about related to IO related stuff. You probably saw in my previous videos that I frequently run a command iostat, and that command depends on this file configuration. If you configure it proper way, that will help you to. So this is the file where you can configure the IO related stuff. Okay, I changes few stuff which I don't need it, but mostly the defaults work. It depends how you want to see all this stuff. Okay, so basically these two files you need to configure etc Sysstat and Sysstat IOCon. These two files you need to configure. Okay, and once you are done with that, and already the daemon is running behind the scene. I'm trying to get back to normal user. As a normal user, you can see what it is collecting. If you run SAR is a front-end binary, SAR. It abbreviation System Activity Reporter. Okay, so if you run without any flag, it will produce you what it is collecting. It will produce you all by default. It will provide you all the CPU related activities. Okay, now if you run SAR without any flag, okay, now if you wanted to see more, you need to pass hyphen capital A. That means all. Okay, see, quite a lot of data, right? It ran off. Let me go back. You see, it show you different aspect, lots of data it collected. Okay, so there are various ways to get it. Like if you see, it shows you like that. If you see this, so different way you can see different section of the output, and if you know what you are seeing, I mean if you can interpret, it will help you immensely to translate the system state. It is very very useful. In fact, you can go back to a specific time to see the particular report. Like um, there is a binary comes along. This package comes with a lot of binaries. There is a binary called, first of all, let me show you the man page. SAR. Okay. Okay. So it says it's a front end to SRDC daemon. Collect report and says system activity information. Okay. And it takes so many flags. I shown to you, right? 3-4 flags. There are so many. By default, it show you only the CPU list activity. Okay. So like others, I recommend you to read the man pages, and this is not too long and too complicated. If you know that it mentioned Iran -b and -a and all this stuff, there are different flags. If you know what specific flag is producing by reading to, it's a one time job, right? If you spend 10-15 minutes on it to read through, so when you run the command, you won't get surprised or bogged down by the voluminous output it produces, because it's bound to produce a lot of stuff, because behind the scene which you probably might not aware, right? You're not supposed to aware all the time. So the job of this particular tool is to collect everything for you to diagnose, right? So if you spend a little bit, and different file too. Okay. So this is SAR, which is a front end to SRDC daemon, which will produce the system activity in a on a terminal with a human readable format. Okay. So you can get it in a many way, as the examples are showing with the different flag. Okay. So it will be a good investment from your part if you spend little time to read through the manual page. I'm insisting because this is such an important tool. So the more you know, the better it will be for you to interpret. Interpreting the system binary related output is a it takes some taking. So you need to accustom or get familiar with the output to know what it is producing. So because the more correct way you interpret the output, the chances will be high to get to the point where what exactly you are trying to figuring out. Okay. So you can directly see the stuff from the so if I write, so it will produce like this. Okay, you can directly get the output from the binary file with the SADF binary. Okay, so man SADF So it is SADF is a binary which will convert the SAR output in a different format. You can get it on CSV. You can plot a graph. I'll show you in a moment. SVG graph in a moment to out of your data it's generated or collected. Okay. And it has this package is written way back in 1999, but I'm glad the author made all the binary man pages uh, include example. This will help immensely. Okay, so to read all this file, you can plot a graph. SADF -g is to plot the graph. Okay, this is for the terminal where the double hyphen means it, this supposed to be on the std out. Okay, hyphen sar and because I want to input everything whatever is producing by the SAR output, and I directed it to collect.svg. Hopefully I write the command right. No, I didn't. Okay, I made a mistake. Here is the command. Okay, it has created a file called collect.svg with all the data. Okay, so this is the command I ran. SADF is a binary, comes along with this package. -g is to produce the graph. Okay, hyphen mean it's supposed to output on std out. Hyphen is the SAR flag which I shown to you a minute ago, which produce all the information, and then I redirect it to a file called collect.svg. Okay, so let me show you. Firefox. Sorry. I should have thrown away that div null. See, this is what it is creating out of that data has been collected. Okay, I have created a svg file out of the data created by the SADC daemon is running. SA1 script is created a binary file. Then SA2 script is created the human readable format, and now I have run a binary called SADF which will produce the graph out of that reported all the collected data file. As you can see, if I go down, it will plot nice Okay, so it is very eye-catchy and intuitive. If you wanted to see the data collected by it, you can easily, these things could be automated in a very, very easy way. No big deal. So I ran it by hand just to show you that you could do that. You can easily automate this stuff to generate a specific graph related to a specific file generated on a specific date. It is intuitive and very useful. Okay, so you can get this kind of graph out of your collected information by SADC. Okay, so this is very helpful. Okay, now um, there this package comes with uh, different other binary too. One of them is iostat. As I mentioned, I have used it in my previous video many times. It produced like this. Then it comes with mpstat, which produce the CPU related stuff like this. Okay, then it has got a something called PID stat, which will produce all the PID related stat like this. If you see it, that it will show you all the process information like this. Okay, so these binaries come bundled with this uh, package, Sysstat package. This is, I'm tracing it again and again. I have said it twice. This is the third time. This is package targeted to to reside on server, and it provide benefits for different way. So you can extract data like this. SATF start, if I say 18, so start time hyphen e end time. I'm just picking out random timing out of a file for log sa 20. Okay, and if I see, okay, I must be missing something. Okay, so I have to fall back. I'm trying to look through my history that if I made something. Okay, forget about that. So you can extract specific data and SADF to Okay, so this is in brief that you can install and use this package Sysstat. You can use this package to and get all this binary. This is quite an invaluable tool to monitor your system, to get the status of your system. I hope it will be useful for some people. Thanks for watching.